What is going on YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. I know it has been a minute since I have been on this platform posting videos and things of that nature, but your boy has been extremely busy, not just because of the holidays, but I also just recently got a job and working for a company now. Just got a new job now. I'm not super entrepreneur anymore because, you know, if you guys don't know that I've been an entrepreneur since I was about 18, 19 years old, working for myself from training to videography to now I'm doing corporate videography jobs now. So super blessed, very happy to be in this position. Also, aside from that I also been working with a future NFL Hall of Famer in Steve Smith Sr. and helping him out with his golf YouTube channel. So make sure you guys go check him out over at Ironed Out. Really dope stuff that he's got coming up. So a lot of exciting things in the pipeline. I'll dive into more of that stuff in a future video if you guys are interested in hearing about all the things that I have coming up and the company that I'm working for and things of that nature. But with all that out of the way, let's get into what you guys have came for and what you clicked on this video for from the title and the thumbnail. We are going to be going over and talking about the GOGOGO Sport VPro version 2 rangefinder. Let's get into it. All right, guys, the GOGOGO Sport VPro version 2 rangefinder. GOGOGO did send me out this rangefinder to kind of test and review. No money exchanged hands, but they just wanted my honest review, and I'm gonna try to be as honest and upfront as possible because I want to kind of maintain the integrity and all that on this channel. So when I review something and I kind of give my honest opinion, I want to make sure I give you guys the most accurate information that I possibly can. So I'm not like, you know, making you guys go out and spend your hard-earned money on stuff that is not gonna, you know, be up to standards for what you guys want in a product. I know I'm a fairly small channel, but as this thing continues to grow and grow and grow, I just want you guys to know that I'm not gonna be just glazing products just because companies send me out stuff. If a product's bad, I'm gonna tell you it's bad. But without further ado, the GOGOGO Sport VPro version 2 rangefinder is pretty nice. I'm gonna kind of be comparing this to a Blue Tees rangefinder just because that's the only thing that I've ever really used and only thing that I can really go off of. First of all, the GOGOGO Sport VPro is all plastic, so that is kind of a knock if it's going up against something like a Blue Tees rangefinder. Blue Tees rangefinder is like a $250 to $300 rangefinder. This one is a $100 rangefinder, so it's significantly cheaper, super budget friendly for those who don't want to spend a ton of money on, you know, a rangefinder or things like that. And also rangefinders are kind of becoming obsolete these days, especially with the technology we have to our disposal on our phones and with apps such as like the Grant 18 birdies, things like that, where you can get your yardages just, you know, by the tap and being on your phone. But I will say, even though that it is a all plastic construction, it is pretty solid. It doesn't feel like it's gonna break. It is really light, and it does feel like it doesn't have that weight and girth to it like all the big rangefinders out there. This one's significantly lighter, and like I said, all plastic, so it's gonna feel a little cheaper than all those other rangefinders. I do love the colorway, and the gray and black. Love that. I think they come in a black and a white one as well. Don't quote me on that, but you can go check out the website, link in the bio. But let's get into some of the features on this thing. 3 buttons, pretty self-explanatory, pretty straightforward. You have your power button, your mode button, and your laser rangefinder button. That button is mainly just for a different mode switch, controlling the brightness of the LCD screen, the viewfinder screen, I'm sorry, inside of the rangefinder. When I first took this out of the box and I took this out and played with it, it was the image on the inside was so dim and it was very hard to see, especially in a broad daylight. And I thought that was gonna be a knock until I came back home. I actually read the manual. Read the manual, guys. It's there for a reason. So when a lot of times when you have problems with products, the solution is in that is in that manual. So make sure you guys read the manual. But I found out that this button is a brightness adjustment. All you gotta do is press and hold it when this thing is on, and just hold it and let it cycle through all the different brightness. It has 5 different brightness levels, 1 being the lowest and 5 being the highest. So once I kind of clicked it over to 5, no issues with that whatsoever. And it's super bright even in broad daylight. Have no problem seeing all the information on the screen, getting the flag, getting the numbers, and things of that nature. So moving on, a big thing that I really love with these rangefinders, a lot of rangefinders that you get in that $100 price point doesn't necessarily have a magnetic little strip on the side of it that you can connect to, you know, the cart, any type of magnetic surface or things like that. So the fact that this came with one, super big deal. It does feel pretty strong and pretty solid when you kind of connect it to something. It's not gonna go anywhere even when you put it on the cart and you're riding through bumpy areas and the cart shaking and things like that. Stayed solid for the most part, didn't fall off at all, no issues with it whatsoever. So love that. You don't get too many rangefinders in that $100 price point that have a really strong magnetic on the side of it. So love the fact that they incorporated that into this version. Pretty standard. On the front, you have your laser on the bottom and you have your viewfinder at the top. Super clear image. You do have your viewfinder knob on the back to kind of adjust to get your focus and things of that nature. Another thing that I really like about this rangefinder over the Bluetooth ones is that I have, and again, Bluetooth did just come out with a new one. I don't know if that new one has this feature that I'm about to talk about, but the one that I have doesn't. And this rangefinder has the option of 2 different power sources. So you have your AAA, it takes 2 AAA batteries there on the bottom if you wanted to go the AAA route, or on the back here, you have your USB-C lithium ion battery that's internal that you can just charge this thing up, use this thing as such. Also, what I really love about it, has a switch on the back that you can go from your lithium battery to your AAA batteries. And that's just basically to kind of, whatever battery that you are using, you don't really waste the other one. So for example, if I switch this over to lithium, and I put batteries inside of this, rangefinder will be using the lithium batteries, not the AAA batteries at the same time. So if in a sense, in a case where I'm out on the range and I forget to charge this thing and the battery runs out, I have the AAA batteries in here as a backup, and all I have to do is just flip this thing up, switch it over to the AA batteries, and I'm good to go. So it makes it really convenient to make sure that you don't really run out of battery when you're out there on the course. You have 2 different options. So if one fails or you forget to charge one, or if you get to, redo your batteries, whatever the case may be, it is nice to have that backup and this type of rangefinder. And I know there's a lot of other rangefinders out there that have that feature as well. But again, those ones are really expensive. You're going to be spending anywhere from $200, $300, $400 for those type of rangefinders. The fact that you're getting that in a $100 rangefinder is a pretty big deal. All in all, anything other than that, man, like I said, everything's pretty solid, very accurate readings. There's another thing that I really like about the GOGO Sports over the Bluetooth rangefinder is when you're trying to point and get the flag. With the Bluetooth, I would have to press and hold until that flag lock happens, and then it will give me like a response. It'll vibrate twice to kind of tell me that it's locked, then give me the reading. But sometimes it's just like really hard to like nail that in. And when I'm on the Bluetooth, sometimes I'll be hitting the trees in the background. Sometimes I don't know, it's just kind of wonky in that sense where it doesn't necessarily give me an accurate reading every single time. And with the Bluetooth, I found myself hitting the flag several different times. I'll get like 3 or 4 different numbers, which is not ideal because now I'm kind of guessing on which number was accurate. But with the GOGOGO Sports VPro V2, I really like that it has a flag lock mechanism on it. So when you're shooting and you don't have to press and hold this thing. So you just gotta get it to where you get locked on the flag, a little icon will pop up, and then you just hit the power button once, it'll vibrate, give you your reading, and it's pretty accurate. Like I was out in the middle of the fairway the other day and I hit it 3 or 4 or 5 different times, and I got the exact same number every single time. So that makes me believe that the information and the technology in this thing is really accurate and really good. And the fact that I just have to press the power button one time just to get a number rather than trying to press and hold it and trying to find the flag is a very welcome upgrade over the Bluetooth. So for me, I'm going to be using this thing more often now. Definitely switching over to this one over the Bluetooth rangefinder just because the functionality, the 2 different power sources that you get with it. And I don't know, I just like the look too, the gray body. I do wish that it was like an all metal frame and configuration to make it a little more heavier, make it a little more robust, but you can't really beat this thing, man. Even though that's plastic, it is really nice, and the features on it is super awesome. All in all, solid rangefinder, highly recommend. And yeah, so if you guys want to check something like this out, make sure you guys go hit the link in the bio. Check out these rangefinders. Get one for yourself, especially with holidays right around the corner. It'd be a good little holiday gift for that golfer that's in your life. So check out GOGOGO Sports rangefinder V2 V Sport. And yeah, that's been the review. Appreciate you guys checking this out, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace.
I can't take no loss. I don't even know what it costs.